Kelly, what gives you the authority to tell Alex how she's feeling, and what gives you the gall to call her weird repeatedly?
You know, when Alex came down to talk to Luann, it was just another wrong time, wrong place. And in all honesty, when I am with Alex,
where, at the Morocco?
Wherever we are, whether it's, you know, the first day I met her, she's constantly red. And I always feel that...
Constantly red?
Red. Like she comes
Why
up,
does that bother you?
Because
It's real.
Because you know why? Because I'm a really nice person.
Not really.
Yes, I am. Cosmopolitan rated me the 5 most nice celebrity
Oh,
ever.
and you believe that?
And I do believe it because it's the truth.
Come on, guys.
Okay. And you know what? When you get red, I feel bad.
Come on, cheering squad.
You might be nice to other people.
Bad. No, I feel
You might
bad.
be nice to other people, but you are never nice to me.
Proclaims the loudest.
You get what you give.
Are you joking me, Alex?
Yeah,
I'm not nice to
joking you. Honestly, you call me weird, you call me authentic. Anytime I try to speak to you, that you never let me speak. You railroad over me with whatever you have to say that's in your head.
You
We're
say
on
that
2
about
different
everybody.
planets. And frankly,
That sounds
it's
familiar.
rude. You act like a 5-year-old around me.
But you know what, Alex? You know what? You say that about everyone. Anyone that's not on the Alex train isn't on the same train, and that's not okay. Everyone is different, and that's cool. To be different is amazing, and that's what I love about this group of women.
That's great.
But you know, when you get so nervous, I get really upset, and I do. And I told Jill, I'm like, oh my God.
It's not nerves.
So then I always say. Then
It's
are you
being
on Fuego?
uncomfortable.
I don't know what it is.
It's being uncomfortable.
Okay, we're veering away from the question.
Yes.
We're veering away from the question.
The question. What is the question again?
Why did she call her me? Because you don't know me. You have no idea who I am. The only perception you have of me is what you've seen on TV and what your BFFs have filled your head with, which is not accurate. Spend some time with me,
Alex,
and you'll know
you
that I have
seem like a very
nothing
nice
that I'm
person.
worried about. What I get worried about
Alex.
is you guys attacking me.
Alex.
Who attacked
Okay,
who?
You're doing
Wait
it.
a second, wait a second.
You're getting red right
Who
now,
attacked
and you don't
who?
I
know
can't
who.
control that. You
What
think
have I
that I'm
attacked you?
inauthentic? If I could act this, I'd have an Academy Award.
Okay, well, let me... Following
Okay,
up,
that was not a good line.
following up on that.
Good.
Coming up...
I didn't care about the trial. I didn't care about the money. I was focused on the past.
We're back with the Real Housewives of New York. Well, Sonia had a pretty rough time this year, and the stress of everything showed itself in some kind of shocking ways. Let's watch.
Sonia's a lady of leisure. She seems to live very well.
I don't think so.
She has a townhouse and
She has
Upper East Side.
her ex-husband's house that hasn't been renovated or redecorated since the 1900s. It's not clean, it's not organized, it's not renovated.
She wants to maintain a certain lifestyle that her ex-husband afforded her. But that's not her life.
You know, to get this together was a big deal for me.
This was hardly the party of the year. I mean, you gotta be kidding me.
Yesterday I was reading about you.
Sonia just filed bankruptcy for like $19 million. I mean, did she think we weren't gonna find out?
No one ever wants to have to declare bankruptcy. This has to be very difficult for you.
Yes, I'm heartbroken. That's the word, heartbroken. And people just want to, you know, see me fall all the time. On top of the people who are after what I have.
I've been unpeeling a lot of emotions and a lot of self-mockery of late. That's how I get through tough times. You can take my money, but you can never take who I am. They say life goes in a circle, and I've had some really great high times, and I've had my low times, but now I'm ready to go back up the circle to high times again.
So, Sonia, you really went through it this season. And what happened when you got back from Morocco is everyone kind of found out. You had a lawsuit pending. You lost a $7 million lawsuit because of an investment that you made in a John Travolta movie.
Well, my production company had a slate of 5 pictures, and one of the 5 pictures was to star John Travolta, but there was we didn't agree if he was attached or not, and I couldn't get my investors to give me money without him signed.
Got it.
So then when I backed out of the deal, which was really juicy for them, they said, well, we'll just sue Sonia because she has the assets. And they did sue me, and they won.
And they won, and you appealed, and you lost the appeal.
And I lost the appeal because the jury made their decision based on what was given to them at trial. They had to base it on what they were given at trial.
And so where does that stand right now? You owe $7 million?
Yeah, I owe $7 million. But I do have more assets than liabilities. The $19 million comes from shared mortgages.
You filed bankruptcy for $19 million.
Right. I have to list on my bankruptcy $19 million in debt, because when you file a Chapter 7 or 11, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there in America who understand this, when you file bankruptcy, you don't only put your own debts. I have to put my ex-husband's, also his. We have shared mortgages. I own my house in France, free and clear. I'm not going to go into it.
Honey, you don't owe us an explanation.
And I own my house in New York.
I've known Sonia for a long time. She's a hard worker. She had many asks before she married.
It's not fair. It's not fair for people to read the newspaper and judge. If you've never filed a 7 or 11 and you don't understand, you really shouldn't make comments, because you don't kick a dog when they're down. Truly.
Well, this must have been a really hard thing for you to go through, you know, in front of the country.
Well, you know, filing a Chapter 11, you're asking for the mercy of the court, and it is public, and the public deserves to know. They do. And you got involved. I'll be okay. You know, Sonia has come very far from, you know, the farm upstate. You know, I have a wonderful family with a wonderful background and great genealogy, but no, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Well, when people say, what does she have, who was she before, I have a great genealogy, and you can look it up. Tremont's a very fine name. My family's a very fine family. Did I grow up with the wealth of the Morgans? No, not many people have. And I've come very far, and I didn't do it with these legs. The $7 million, that's not what really killed me. What was very upsetting to me was that my marriage fell apart. That was what was upsetting. I didn't care about the trial. I didn't care about the money. I was focused on the past, my husband and what we had together, our family. And there's things I won't go into why things fell apart. There were so many things that came in between my husband and I, so unfairly. And out of respect to my husband, who was a very good husband to me, I won't bring them up. And out of respect to my daughter, I won't bring them up. Because my husband was very generous, and he was a good husband. I don't want to get into why everything fell apart, because it's not all him and it's not all me. There's a lot of other things that came between. All of that, you know, to lose that is hard.
How long have you been divorced?
We've been divorced now since, well, maybe a few years, but we separated in 2006, January. So the fight goes on. I have no settlement. So I've been paying everything from my own. You know, I had substantial money in the bank. I have my own money. And, you know, I invested well. So I've been paying my legal fees for the appeal, for the malpractice, and for my divorce. Maybe all of America thinks I'm stupid. I'm not a businesswoman. I don't know what I was doing.
No, you're very smart.
You know, I'm not the first woman that ever went to Hollywood.
Good heart.
At a vulnerable moment. You know, that was a real chink in my armor, because I really was very proud of my marriage.
Sonia, do you think that because of everything that you were going through, that affected how you acted towards them at all in the first part of the season? Or?
No, I've been going through this. I have really been going through this for years and handling it very well. When you saw me last season, I was dealing with the same thing.
But it hit you
the
really
recent
hard.
culmination of losing the appeal, that's been very recent. No, I always like to party hard. You know me. I love to have great parties, and I'm always a little raunchy and bawdy. That's me. That's me, America. That, you know, take it or leave it. Hey, I was just in Vegas, and I saw some heinies I didn't want to see at the pool.
Okay.